Ah! Not again! Not again! Not again! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Oh, I'm sorry!
No, you have to have a little chit-chat, man.
Oh, no! Oh!
Stop it! Stop!
I didn't think you'd be out so soon!
Grab.
Yup. Oh, I didn't think you'd be out so soon.
Well, you fucking thought wrong, you fucking idiot.
Oh, look.
Get your fucking ass up, mister.
Seconds. No. No. Oh, please,
Someone's coming over. Get fucking hide him somewhere quick.
Be reasonable, gentlemen. I thought we put this all aside. No. No.
Do you like little baths?
Oh, no, please. No. Don't do it.
Right. You're just a wit.
Whoa. Why are you doing this?
Well, we're just having a fun time.
How did you get out so quickly?
We're good people.
No, you're not. You're not good at all.
Yes, we are.
If you're a good person, then I'm the Queen of England.
Oh, really?
Yes, I am.
Oh, congratulations.
And as the Queen of England, I command you to put me down immediately.
Oh, it's too bad I'm not in England.
No, but as a royalty of England and the Queen of such, I will reward you handsomely with the Queen's gifts if you let me down and untie me.
Stay right here. I'll get my little horsey.
I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm too lordly for this.
Alright. Your VIP carriage, he's arrived. Don't worry, I got a whole bunch of treats.
Me money. Listen, I don't know what the meaning of this is. Just please leave me alone. I won't come back.
We're giving you treats.
I don't see the reason why you're doing all of this. What do you hope to gain?
For treats.
I haven't meant you any harm. I think I've paid well enough for my grievances against you the last time.
Did you? I didn't know that you did pay. Didn't see no evidence of you paying.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on.
Listen, there's got to be some way we can negotiate. You're willing to talk, to negotiate?
We're talking right now.
Yes,
You said
yes.
it would give you treats.
About my release. About my immediate release. What do you plan on doing with me?
You don't want treats? Oh. Everybody likes the treats.
I don't know what that means.
Well, see, I gave you treats. It's called tobacco.
You really are the... You know, You really are the smartest man I've ever met in Rhodes. You know that.
Oh. Yeah, say that again. I like that.
You really are the smartest man I've ever met in Rhodes.
Yup.
Oh, come on.
Keep going.
Stop it. Oh, stop it.
Sorry. You get a little breathe time.
Oh, Lord, why?
We're giving you treats.
I still don't know what that means.
Well, you're gonna have a fun time. Alright, I'm gonna let you down.
No!
Right. I'm untying you, but I have a knife to your back. We're going inside. Stand up.
Okay, all right. Just
Go
don't hurt
inside.
me. I just don't hurt me. I'm going inside. Just don't hurt me. Oh, God.
Good job. Good job.
Look, if you're going to kill me, if you intend to kill me, just do it now and have the dignity.
Oh, we don't want to do that.
Wow!
I hope you enjoyed your walk time.
What is this?
Welcome to the maid house.
Ho ho.
Man, I appreciate the 14 months.
Bring him over here.
Ho ho, you're gonna get to sit in this fancy chair. Look, this is a really big treat.
Time to that chow. Yeah, time to the chow.
Right. Right.
Oh.
Richard, right? Lord Richard.
Yes?
I thought we had a deal.
Look, I tried my hardest to prove your innocence, but, you know, it was foolhardy. You can't blame this on me.
We are innocent. You see, what happened was, you came into the saloon. You had some drinks, you watched some girls dance, and then you pulled me to the side. You remember, right? And you asked for some very particular events to occur. You remember that, right?
Yeah, I don't recall that, but I do have a foggy memory. I feel like I've a case of brain damage.
Does anyone here have a notebook?
Yes, I do.
Let me scout.
You know, I
Right
think
back, Richard.
I remember. No, I remember. I remember getting pounded in the back room.
Right.
And then I got the brain damage. It's right.
Now, are you sure that was us? Because your friend said that happens to you a lot, but usually you have to pay for it.
That is right. But this time I was bludgeoned in the head.
wrong. Right.
And then I got
I
the
see.
brain damage.
Of
Okay.
course.
What are we doing here?
Is
Just
it
having
the
a
truth?
chat is all.
Just talking.
I'm not sure what
Hilda?
you want from me. You've already received
Yeah.
your punishment.
Come here real quick.
No. We made a deal that you were gonna get us off. And I told you, if we get arrested, I will find you. Did I not?
All right, fine. You want me? Fine. I'll get you off. It's fine. Where do you want to do it? Like, are we doing this, in front of everyone, or are we? Because I don't mind an audience. I'm in.
I know you don't. You're
so I'm
fucking
getting-
pervert, remember?
Yes, I am. So I'm getting you off right here.
No. What you're gonna do is you're gonna do me a favor.
Right. Is that what we're calling it now? We can call it a favor. You
That's
can call
right.
it whatever
That's
you want.
right. The audience I want you to perform for are the law department.
You want me to get
I'm
the
gonna-
lawman off?
No, I want you to listen carefully.
Uh-huh.
You're in big trouble, Richard. And I'm very tempted.
Hey, what's this fella's name?
Lord,
Richard.
Yes,
Lord
Lord
Richard,
Richard,
right?
Flemington. Yes, at your service.
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is.
now,
What do
I
you
want
mean,
to
of
be your
course it
friend.
is?
I want to be your friend, Richard, all right?
Okay.
I want us to get along.
All right.
Now, we went to jail for a crime we did not commit.
Uh-huh.
All I want you to do is go to the law and tell them that my story of the events is right and you and your friends lied.
It's all you want me to do? You want me to go to the law enforcement and tell them that we lied and that actually all the events that transpired were in fact I don't understand. How
A
do we
service that we provided because you are a pervert and you wanted to feel what it was like to be kidnapped by criminals. You wanted to know what it was like to be extorted, but in the safety of your control. Do you understand?
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, now this is becoming ever so much clearer. All right, well, I mean, I could do that, but how does that absolve you of the time served? I mean, you've already received your punishment.
Never you mind with that. I want you to make this better. I want you to make it right. And we can be friends.
That's right.
Okay, well, I'll do this, but you got to promise me that you won't do whatever you did to me and my lordly friends again. Look, we're not looking
It'll
for
never
trouble.
happen again. It'll never happen again. The money that I offered you to keep your mouth shut will be forgotten. And we will become friends and go our separate ways. You fix this, and I have no issue with you or your friends.
All right, okay. So long as you mean it. And by friends, you mean that we are just, be like friends? Like, do I have to go to lunch with all of you every once in a while?
No. Let's
Write you
just
a
never see
letter?
each other again. That would be lovely.
Okay, right. It's not really friends now, is it? It's more like, acquaintances.
Acquaintances.
Not
Yes, that's
even
right.
acquaintances, really, because even an acquaintance will be like, oh, hello, how's the family? And, make small talk and pretend to be invested in each other's lives. When deep down, really, you just wish the conversation had ended the second it begun. So more like, I've forgotten who you were entirely. And then, am I supposed to pretend like I don't know who you are when I see you again? And then, you see, the problem with that is then, because what if that happens and then we forget that, we haven't met each other and then this happens again?
What I'm worried about, Richard, is that you're going to go and you're going to lie to them again and get me in trouble again. I don't want that.
What?
I'm being very courteous here.
I mean, I don't think I could get you in trouble again since, because I'm following the plan exactly as you have asked, yes.
Where are your friends, by the way?
Oh, probably, I don't know, somewhere.
All right. So tell me exactly what you're going to tell the law.
Like right now, okay, well, I'm going to need to build more of a scenario. You can't put me on the spot here.
I'll tell you the scenario. You came in. You had dances with the ladies. You wanted a little more, you and your friends. So you came to me, and you offered me $2,000 to show you what it's like to be kidnapped and hurt. Because you like that kind of thing, don't you, Richard?
I mean, that is true, yes.
You tell him that. And we're good. We're squared up.
Right, like, no, more so, like, how do I approach the situation? Like, if somebody, how, like, you do rehearsals, for plays. Then...
Oh, you want a rehearsal? Perfect. Stand up. Untie him from the chair. All right, stand up.
Right, okay.
Now, I want you to put your hands up and turn around. I want to, just make sure you got nothing that's gonna hurt me now. I'm pretending I'm a lawman.
The sharpest thing that I have is my tongue. You don't have to worry.
Come on now. Let me see your pockets.
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm trying, believe me. I'm just a bit nervous. Yeah. What if I just fold out my pockets for you? Up there we go.
No.
You are.
Turn around. Face away. Face away.
All right. I'm really trying here, but it won't let me. Believe me, I'm trying my hardest to cooperate here.
There we go. Sorry. It's like in my throat. All right, you're good to go. Now come with me.
Do I have to keep my arms up?
Yes, you're under arrest.
Wait, is this like the scenario now? Why am I under arrest?
Yes, this is the scenario. Inside, I'm pretending I'm the law.
Well, why would I be under arrest?
Well, you're not, but I just want to make sure I'm covering all bases. They interview in cells and such. All right. Now, why have you come to us?
Oh, well, hold on a second.
Come on.
No. We got to do this properly. No sheriff of Rhodes is going to come up and say, "Why have you come to us?"
All right, what do you want me to say?
What do you think you are, like the fucking embassy of the Arabian Peninsulas? You so direct and so demanding. I mean, this is Rhodes we're talking about. Be more of a slack-jawed yokel,
All right. What do you want me to say?
More like, howdy, y'all! Welcome to the Rhodes Sheriff Department. How can we help you?
Howdy, y'all. Welcome to the Rhodes Sheriff Department. How can I help ya?
On second thought, that sounds more like we're in a restaurant of some sort that serves...
Just fucking continue,
all right.
Fuck.
Okay. Hello. I'm here because there's been a misunderstanding. I believe you have wrongfully imprisoned a bunch of well-to-do and fine citizens of this beautiful and homely town of Rhodes. You see, my associates and I were... what were we doing again? Ordering your services?
That's right.
Were you advertising your services, or did we employ
No,
these?
you just walked in. You just walked in and you asked for it.
So I asked for it. You weren't providing the services.
No.
I don't know. You see, that seems a bit suspicious that you wouldn't offer any services like that, because most places do offer those sort of services, and that I've
Well,
been
that's
doing
why
these.
you pulled me aside and you asked me, and I said I'll do whatever for the right sum of money.
You know
he
what I
offered
mean?
me $2,000. Remember that?
Well, all right. Well, I mean, wouldn't it do good for your business then to have said that maybe one of your own convinced me into buying it, just so it looks like more a legitimate business that you were like trying to sell a service of some sort,
No. You're the pervert here, not us.
I mean, I am the pervert. I mean, you just wanted to cater to my whims as a pervert needs to have their catered whims catered.
Just continue, okay? You came in and you asked me for a service.
I did.
Now, what did you ask me?
What did I ask you? All right. Okay, just pretending I'm lying. I'm talking to the sheriff, right? Okay. So, my associates and I, we're a bunch of humongous perverts, and we decided to pull aside these kind folk who were clearly entertainers and ask them very nicely if they could. What were we doing again?
Kidnap you?
Oh, yeah, stage a kidnapping in which we would be taken to a shabby shack and beaten viciously and...
Not viciously, no, just beaten to your pleasure. Just say that.
Oh, beaten to my pleasure. And then I'll go in detail, I guess, about maybe some of the services. I mean...
Yeah, you just
It just seems so weird that you wouldn't... Are you sure you don't want to have an advertisement for your services?
Richard, stay on target here.
Yeah, all right. I mean, I'm just saying, I've been to saloons and they have packages, where they do this
Well, maybe you
sort
should
of
go
stuff.
to them. Maybe you should go to them.
I don't know.
not
I
us.
just think it's kind of weird that you guys don't offer those sort of packages.
All
I mean,
right,
I'm
all
just
right,
being the
all
one
right,
trying
all
to
right.
keep a coherent story here. I mean, maybe they've
okay.
gone to a saloon that has some very fine packages of the sort where you do those sort of role-play interactions where,
All right.
filthy minds can have all of their wildest fantasies acted out into whatever, which way they want. And I'm just saying...
just make up what you want, all right? Make up what you fucking... I don't give a shit.
All right, well, I'm saying...
Now, here's the
first
most
off,
important part. When I ask you, I'm going to be the lawman here.
All right.
So why, Mr. Richard, did you lie to us in the first place?
Because I'm a filthy pervert, and I also get off on lying.
You know what? That's actually fucking perfect. I think you're good to go. All right.
All right, fantastic. But then I should also add that you did have packages, like a $250 package in which, the recipient would
Sure,
receive
whatever.
a bit of
Come on.
spitting and, a bit of ear pulling,
Follow me.
a little, biting there and there. You really should offer services like
Yeah,
that.
all right, Richard, all right.
The name calling and then pretending to dress up as somebody, maybe like an arch ally or arch nemesis of some sort, or maybe like a fantasy. I've always had a fantasy about, the guy in the baked bean tin can, There's something about the old chap that just makes me, I don't know, ornery or something. I did go to this one saloon and spent $250 for the guy to dress up as the guy in the front of the baked bean can, and he poured baked beans on me for an hour straight, and they were hot baked beans, I'll tell you that. Even added in bits of bacon.
All this. You make sure you tell them all about your fantasies
The
and all
baked bean
your
cans.
escapades. You make sure you do that, all right?
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, I believe it was Sam's baked
They're gonna
beans or
love that.
something. Let me tell you something about getting baked beans poured on you for about an hour. You would think it would get boring after the first 5 minutes of getting
Okay,
hot baked
Richard.
beans poured on you, but let me tell you something. It just gets more and more exciting as it goes on. I don't know what it is about the consistency of baked
Get on
beans.
the fucking horse, Richard.
Oh, right then. Have you never had an old chap pour hot baked beans on you for an hour straight?
Alice, don't ask questions.
It was $250. If
We'll
you're
be
not
at the saloon
offering
in
that
5
service,
minutes
you probably
if you want to
should.
come by. All right, Richard, all right.
So, just wondering, if this does work and I'm allowed back into the saloon, could I implore those services if I do have $250 to get one of your fine lasses to pour baked beans over me for about an hour?
You know what? Yes. If you do this, if you do a good job, all right, if you do a good job, you can have whatever you want. You can come back to the saloon. I'll give you the VIP treatment, all right?
No strings attached? I don't have to pay you?
No,
And
they'll
my-
be paying. You'll get a discount. How about that?
Well, how big's the discount? I don't have the money.
25%
25% of what?
of whatever you pay for. It depends what services you're requesting there, Richard.
I don't know. I think it's going to end up, all the way back around and how we ended up in this mess in the first place. I think you should give us a free service.
I think we've learned our lesson now when it comes to owing money. We're going to be very careful in the future how we conduct business, all right?
All right. Well, I mean, you've got to give me, at least some sort of incentive. Maybe something
We'll see how you
free.
go. Okay, all right. You know what? I'll give you the baked bean service with one of the girls for free if you get this done and you do it properly, okay?
Only if the lads can watch.
No.
The lords need to watch this sort of thing. They love watching me have baked beans poured over my body.
Okay. Depending on how well you do, if it's very, very good, they can come.
Oh, they will.
So we have a deal then.
Yes, I would spit in my hand and shake yours, but I think that's disgusting.
Yeah, well, let's make this right now, all right?
Those baked beans better be real hot.
They'll be piping hot, I assure you.
Now, do you think for this performance I should go Shakespearean? I don't know. I have a lot of experience when it comes to theatrical plays.
Just be yourself. Be yourself.
I don't know. And when I'm performing, I want to be as, eccentric as I could be, as performative as I could be. I don't know. It's just a school of Shakespearean acting, It just comes out in waves.
All right. We'll get going now.
All right.
Around that way, around the long way. Go to the law office.
All right.
Bye, Richard.
The what
I'll spit
office?
on you later.
You'll be dumping baked beans piping hot on my naked
Ooh,
body.
I can't wait.
Approved.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, by me.
All right. I'm going to go and speak to the law office, and hopefully my Shakespearean acting does not take over, so I can make this as convincing as possible. Salutations, constables. May I have a moment of your time? I hope you want... hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Fantastic. I hope I'm not bothering you. I do need to ask you to please return to your office because I must admit a dire sin that I've committed. You all right there, chap?
Yep.
I have a
Let's go talk
sin
on the
that I
porch.
must
Let's
confess.
talk on the porch. Come on.
A sin. We're not fathers. I'm not a
No,
father,
no.
but like
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
priest.
I know what you mean. No, it's not like that.
I was gonna ask if you were really a father.
Hark, and listen, pray tell, to the words that spill from my mouth. Heed, take heed, for I have committed a sin, and I must bear it like a cross. I may carry it no longer. My legs bowed, and my back is cracked. I must say, these sins I must confess. For it is the truth that will set me free. For truth is like a dove that is fluttering in the wind. It catches the sky in its talons. It clutches the holy honesty that I must bestow upon thee.
Okay.
Hark and take heed. Listen well, for yesterday something grievous has happened. Or maybe was it 2 days ago? Hold on a second. 1 or 2 days? I'm having a hard time remembering. Anyways, in the past there has been a transgression made, and I must come clean. You see, my good man, my good lady, I am a pervert.
Okay, I know what this is about.
I am a pervert, and my friends are also. And it is because of this that I must confess
Sir,
that I
they're
had
not-
requested services from a fine troupe of entertainers in the Road Saloon.
You can stop for one moment.
Yes?
They're not getting their guns back. They did a crime. They're not getting their guns back. Doesn't mean if you come back here and call yourself a pervert, Wallaby and his group are not getting their guns back. And if they have an issue with that, they can come find me or any sheriff.
What does that have to do with the pervert?
I will talk to you
Hey,
later about
hey.
it. Okay?
Listen, if I've got you here, you just have to... Listen, I don't think they want their guns back. I think they just want to, have you convinced that they didn't do the crime. Look, I've got hot piping
they're
baked
not
beans
hurting
on
you,
the line.
are you?
Listen, they
Okay.
will hurt me if they don't get what they want. It's easy.
Okay.
Just go along.
You're a pervert. Okay.
No, no, no,
got
no,
it.
no, 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 no. You don't understand. They brokered a deal with me. So long as I came over here and talked to you about this sort of thing and confessed that I was the one who did this, they were going to they were going to pour piping hot baked beans on me, and I most certainly am not going to let that escape me, all right? I even have my chaps in on it. They're going to watch me as a beautiful woman
And
dumps piping hot baked beans on me for an hour.
Pause 1 second. And Wallaby just had to stand right behind the sheriff office as you were screaming loudly in my face that you were a pervert.
Yes, I am. I am a pervert. No, more so that I requested the services and they didn't, extort me and kidnap
because they're
me.
innocent.
They didn't.
And want
They're
to
innocent.
Get their guns back. Right?
They are innocent as the snow is white. They are a glass of milk, untainted.
Okay.
They are saints.
I believe you.
The Virgin Mary looks like the Dirty Mary compared to them. The Bloody Mary, indeed, I must say. I must confess. They are innocent.
I'm listening right now.
Innocent as a baby's toe.
Why are people bringing up toast?
I have to go so fucking bad. I'm sorry, sir. I have to go.
I understand.
You're a pervert. I got it.
I am. I am a humongous pervert.
Okay. Thank you for telling us.
Then you must understand that they are innocent, please.
Okay. Thank you.
Just escort me up there and then tell them, like, yes, we have listened to what Mr. Richard has had to say, and we must admit that we agree with him. That's all you have to say.
Wasn't that just
Well,
him passing by?
That's all you have to
They're
say.
leaving. They're leaving now.
They left.
They done?
Yeah, they left
What?
you. Wallaby just went that way.
You
You're
sons
welcome.
of bitches! Where are they? Here's my horse. There you are. Where are they? I was promised an hour. There they are. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Yes, how can we... Yeah?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you're not the ones I was looking for.
Oh.
Who were you looking for?
Nobody in particular. Don't worry about it. Anyways. Oh, there you are.
There I am. How you doing?
These horses don't even look kind of alike. How'd you confuse us?
Hey, listen.
Yeah, it's been weird.
Yeah, come here.
Richard, come with me.
Okay.
Good day to you.
I thought you were riding out of town.
No. Check my telegrams. What's going on?
All right. So I've completed my task. I have done it. I've let them know that it was all of my idea and that I'm a pervert. I told them that, and I think they believed me.
That's lovely.
So about those baked beans now.
Oh, that's right. Yes, the baked beans. Of course. Of course. Well, I've got it all set up for you.
Fantastic. All right, over at the Rhodes Parlor then.
Oh, no. We can't do it there. It's much too intricate. This way.
We just have to make sure the lords are about as well. I believe Lord Chansey and Lord
I can
Biggles.
send telegrams.
Oh, you have the telegram numbers?
I can get them from you.
I don't have them. Why would I have two of my best friends, two of my lordly chums' telegram numbers? We're always together. Never a
Not
need.
together now, though, are we?
Oh, you know, it is quite right.
Hitch up here.
Oh, isn't this a quaint little stead?
Oh, yes, it is.
Little house on the prairie. Oh, look, somebody must have dragged in a fresh kill of some sort, yeah? So, this is where we're doing it?
Yeah, inside. Come on.
Whoops.
Have a sit on the ground. In the corner.
I don't
So.
see any tub.
And it's getting delivered.
Oh, all right. Very fancy. So, what do we do in the meantime?
Sit down.
All right. Here's one moment. Let me... Uh-huh.
I'm disappointed, Richard.
You're disappointed? Why? What's wrong?
I heard the whole thing.
Yes? What do you mean? I poured my heart
Including the
out.
part when you talked about we cutting a deal.
What? What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? You fucked me, Richard. You fucked me over. After I gave you an out.
If you heard the conversation, you knew that there was no fooling them.
No. You're treating me like a fucking fool right now. You had a chance to make things right. I asked you to go tell them, and the first thing you did is walk up and tell them what I was doing.
That's not true at all. I didn't do that immediately. I only did that after they had known that, the jig was up. It's a nice knife. You're not going to... Listen, I did exactly what you asked. There was no convincing them otherwise. I'm not even sure what it is that you wanted. If it was the guns back, they already said you won't be receiving them back. I did my part.
What do I do with you?
I don't know, something nice. But if you want to punish me, maybe throw me in a bath and, I don't know, boil something, then dump it on me. Maybe a tin of something. Maybe beans? Look,
We're gonna do something else now.
Look, all I'm saying is I done exactly everything you wanted me to do. There
No.
is convincing them otherwise.
We are. No. I beg to differ. And you know what? Maybe I'm getting soft. But I want to give you one more chance. One final chance.
All right.
I'm gonna reach up to a sheriff. And me and you are gonna talk to the sheriff together. And you're gonna try again. And this is the last fucking chance, Richard.
I'll do exactly as you ask. I will not say anything else other than what has been said to me by you.
All right. With me.
But you have to promise me something. If I hold up my end of the bargain and it still doesn't go your way, you can't take it out on me.
I will agree to that term as long as you don't start telling them fucking bullshit and talk about the deal. You tell them exactly what you said you're gonna say, and that's it, period. If it doesn't fucking work, it doesn't work, but you do not fuck this up.
Promise.
Understood?
Yes.
Come on.
Whose blood is that?
Never you mind.
Looks fresh.
Let's go together. This way.
I don't see this ending well at all. It seems like he's in a rock and a hard place. There's no convincing him that this is not going to work. Yeah, Richard is royally screwed. Either way.
Wolby, I do need a word with you.
Yeah, he's pretty much dead. There's no way that Flemington is going to be able to do this.
Oh, Richard!
Oh, Biggles. Lord Biggles, good to see you.
Oh, I was just coming here to get a telegram to you. So good to see you.
Chauncey.
Lovely to see you too,
Biggles.
boys.
Hello. Who's this
Come
fine
on.
chap?
Come on, Richard.
Biggles, I'm
Richard?
busy.
You're busy with what, Richard? Wait, where are you going? Richard, respond
He's
to
gonna
me.
have a good time.
Wait, I want to have a good time too. What's going on?
Fucking help me. Oh, hello. Well, it's just about to
What's
depart.
happening? We're departing where, Richard?
On the back of my horse.
Yes. Oh, we're going.
Richard,
We're going
I demand a response from you.
skiing.
Oh, you go.
Oh no, Biggles.
All right, we're gonna make this all better now, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
In the meantime, you can have a lovely day here at the saloon, free of charge. Come on.
You mean it?
While we wait, yes, while we wait for the sheriff. Yes.
So you mean from this point on, I can do whatever I fancy in your saloon?
Within reason, we wait till after the deal before we get fucking crazy. Well, there's the bank. Fuck my life. Come on.
Jesus Christ!
Hello there.
Yeah, I didn't do that crazy.
All right, have a seat here. Raven, could you keep this fella company for a little bit? I'm gonna go see
Can I
where
get you
everybody
something
is.
to eat?
Everything that he get him a meal and a drink, free of charge. I'll pay for it.
Okay. What can I get you? By that he means I'll pay for it. But what can I get you?
What's your most expensive drink?
Well, it's $10. Let's see what I got.
Well, if I'm going to die, might as well die happy. Are there any baked beans back there?
Not that I'm aware of. It's a Cypress brandy.
Yeah, I'll take a Cypress brandy and then a can of your finest Sam's baked beans as well.
I don't think we have any baked beans currently. Would you like some crackers and a bowl of stew?
Well, I thought I was going to be helped here. You can go and run and grab some baked beans now, can't you?
Sure.
Lots
I'll
of
be
them.
right with you.
Lots of baked
Yeah, take your
beans.
time.
Richard, you'll get what you want just yet.
Sorry, what's that?
Oh, I said yes, lots of baked beans, lots of them. It doesn't matter if
Something
they're
about you'll
expired.
get what you... What?
Yes, I'll get my baked beans and my Cypress brandy. Yes, won't I? Because that's exactly what the mister wanted, yes? Your boss.
Yeah. Sure, no, I got to drink. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run over to the store and get you your damn baked beans, okay? So you stay there. I'll make sure they're plenty delicious for you.
Oh, yes, they will be.
I'm pretty sure they will. What?
There we go. I'll grab that brandy from you. Cheers.
I meant to smile.
Howdy, fella.
Hey there, friend.
Fan of baked beans?
You have no idea.
Yeah. Goes good with some brandy, yeah.
I told you, Richard, no baked beans till after we talk to the sheriff. Just a drink and a meal for now. How you doing?
Yes, I was hungry for baked beans.
Well, the baked beans aren't here behind the counter. You can get food from here, a stew or something.
That's why she was going to go run and grab some.
Yeah, I know. You also ordered the most expensive fucking beverage, I hear.
Oh, you did say I could help myself to a drink.
Yeah, cool. Just don't fuck me here, all right?
I have an expensive taste, you know.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't get
Sit
any
down.
more expensive than a can of beans.
The beans aren't for consumption.
Oh, all right.
Oh, I can't detect the bench.
I can't get you in it. It's martial law.
What do you mean? It's martial law against getting me baked beans?
No, currently it's martial law.
Against getting me baked beans.
No,
Goddamn,
no.
all right.
As in, I can't go anywhere. You can't leave. It's martial law.
Poppycock.
What?
Poppycock.
Just make sure he's
Why are you poppycocking me?
Poppycock.
Don't you stop poppycocking me? I told you it's martial law.
Poppycock.
There ain't nothing I can do.
I think that might be a
Hi,
compliment.
mister.
Sir, I swear to God, if you poppycock me one more time, I'm not in the mood. I cannot get you your baked beans. It's martial law. You're gonna have to wait.
All right, rubbish.
You want a beer?
No beer for me, thank you.
Oh, okay. You want to sit and talk about your feelings?
He doesn't need a beer.
Sit
He
and
has
talk
really
about my
expensive
feelings.
brandy
Why
and
do you
he
think
can't
I
help.
ordered Cypress brandy to avoid that?
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, okay.
What?
Well, I mean, take a seat. We'll talk about it.
Oh, all right. This is first. Sure, I'll take a seat right here.
I'm doing all right. You know, same shit. Same to knee life.
I don't seem
About
to
you?
have the ability to sit down.
Oh, poppycock.
For now, it's probably gonna change. Honestly,
Come take a seat
It's
over here.
About to be on fire.
I don't really feel like sitting,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
How about you?
Why are you
Sorry.
nervous?
Y'all are running this place.
Yeah, no.
It's always been empty.
So, what happened to you as a child, and did your mother not love you enough?
You know, it was strange. I never knew my mother
yeah, I like
because
that.
my father was a well-to-do man in London. He always had his way with pretty much whatever he wanted in life, you know,
good luck.
whether it be the
It's,
color of his house
great
being a
town.
particular color, a maroon that was only be able to be painted by cutting down a very specific tree in an Amazonian rainforest, which he extincted just so he could harvest all of the seeds for that extraordinarily rare pigmentation so that nobody else in the neighborhood could ever replicate that same pigmentation for his house. So he pretty much just had whatever it was that he wanted. And, well, he wanted a daughter, but then he got me. My mother, I never knew her because he was so upset with my mother that he, you know, divorced her. Done a little bit of Henry VIII right there, so never really did have any maternal affection. I just looked up to my father, who gave me everything that I wanted in the stead of my mother. When I was about 8 years old, I went, well, from London to the Saint-Denis, and he let me control of one of the factories, and, well, that was a proper cock mess because, you know, the pigeons were everywhere, and I had this one instance where we would throw bread out into the middle of the assembly line for lunch break, and the pigeons got wary of it, so one of the days, 1,000 pigeons descended from the top of the factory and swelled down and scooped one of the factory workers up, never to be seen again. I'm pretty sure one of the factory workers swore vengeance on me or something and made a big speech about it. Name is Kilmore or something. I think it was some made-up edgy name of some sort. But anyways, a lot of cork-ups later, I decided to take a long vacation from 8 years old all the way to 35 until my father decided that I should be my own man, and he cut me off with a family fortune. And now I'm supposed to be making my own way through the world, and now I'm an author of some sort, because I've got a lot of opinions and thinkings and sort, and I think my way of thinking is the better one, you know, to be thinking about. But many people don't see it that way because they haven't lived the life that I've lived. So here I am writing literature that I hate to write, having ideas that only, you know, strive to impress my poor daddy so he can finally let me back into inheritance money that I don't even know if I want anymore because he wants me to be a real man and I don't want to be a real man. I just want his fucking money. But now I don't want any of his money. I just want his affection.
Now, do you think that your father wanted a daughter, but then getting you instead built some sort of resentment from him and you?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he always did try to bring out my more feminine side, whether it be enrolling me in theater classes and art classes and all of that and the crochet knitting. And, you know, I just always wondered, you know, what would it have been like if I was just his daughter instead of being his son?
Right. Now, do you think that his treatment of you as his son, you know, raising you a little bit more feminine, has hindered the way that you accustomize to male society?
I don't know. Maybe that and having a fuckload of money and whatever it is that I want, living a life of leisure and never, ever having to lift my finger for a single thing in my entire life. Probably.
Have you ever considered throwing that aside and trying to build your own wealth and actually doing honest work as an honest man?
Yeah, I tried that. I'm doing it right now. I don't have any of his money, and it fucking sucks. I hate all of it. I hate all of it. I hate it. All my lordly friends, they silently, they just have pity on me. Is the only reason, right? They're still friends with me, indeed. They just pity me now. They have so much money. I mean, I have still my connections in London. I could still make a great deal there. But now I've just set it upon myself to become my own man. You know, this American dream and whatnot. This country, this new land of yours, supposedly. People can start from nothing and then make something. And if I'm, well, goddamn good enough to be a Flemington, then maybe I'm goddamn well enough
Alvin,
to
I don't know what you
build
just
myself.
said to me.
Are you rich?
Come out here right now.
Is he rich?
I don't know. You should ask him and talk about his feelings with him in that sense.
No, we don't need to know about your feelings.
No, everybody needs to know about his feelings right now.
Are you okay in the head?
I've got a lot of brain damage on account of, you know, being hit over the head a couple of times. It was a carriage accident.
Damage?
Yeah, no, I did get the brain damage.
What you mean brain damage? You got the brain damage?
Yeah, would
Tell
you
me
like
all
to?
about it.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course. Would you like to hear the
absolutely.
story?
Yeah, why not?
Well, it all started when I was pulling my handsome lordly friend, Lord Biggles, along in a carriage, and I misjudged a hill, and then I fell forward, and unfortunately, it gave me the brain damage.
Now, do you think that your case of brain damage has hindered the way that you could build relationships with others that are unlike you, so you have trouble making new friends, and that's why all your current ones are terrible?
Precisely. You know, it is funny that how I got the brain damage. Have I told you how I got the brain damage?
No, I would love to hear it, though.
You see, what happened was I was pulling my good friend along, Lord Biggles, in a wagon, and unfortunately I misjudged a hill, and I fell forward and hit my head, and ever since then I've had the brain damage. Terrible stuff.
I see.
Just figured he would have gotten brain damage some other way.
Brain
Has there
damage
been
some other
multiple
way.
accounts?
Oh, you know, funny enough, I do have the brain damage. You want to know how I
Brain
got it?
damage?
Yes, I would love to
Go
hear.
ahead.
Well, you see, what happened was I was riding in a carriage. I was driving it, actually, with my good friend Lord Biggles, and then I misjudged a hill, and I fell forward, and I hit my head, and ever since then, I've had the brain damage.
I see. Do you enjoy the affection from men?
Do I enjoy the affection? I just enjoy affection in general. I don't know. I mean, it is the affection
a
that
rude
makes me
question.
feel
Do you
wanted.
have a cert?
No.
Maybe that's why I've delved so deeply in my hedonistic pleasures and the pursuit of them, because I just want affection and things
Yeah.
that provide instant gratification, even though I haven't worked a day in my life to receive them. I drown myself in them, trying to make myself feel better, but deep down inside, I'm afraid of actually working for something.
Right. Now, does that stem, you're afraid to work for it in case you fail, and you've never failed before, so the thought of that scares you?
You know, I never thought
Yeah.
about it that way, because my father's not a failure. He's never failed.
Right. You should
I'll
tell
ta-
Raven
I'll-
about that.
Yeah, I'll take over. Why are you so obsessed with baked beans?
Why am I so obsessed with baked beans? My good lady, have you ever had an hour-long baked bean bath session where a beautiful man or beautiful woman pours piping hot baked beans on you for an hour straight?
No.
Oh, you are missing out. Let me tell you something.
I?
Yes, about the hour-long hot piping baked bean bath sessions. You feel so dirty.
No, it's okay. You don't. Okay. Well,
Well,
I
the
know.
sugar and molasses. I mean, it does depend on which kind of brand you get. There are those with the little bacon bits in it. The Americanized versions, of course, always sweeter. I don't know what it is about them adding sugar. I guess it is because of the
it's the
sugarcane
maple.
business. You know,
Yeah.
needs some money too, so
Booming.
they lobbied some
Sure.
way to get in there, put some sugar, make it sweet. And then, of course, sugar is a drug of some sort, makes people want more of it. So the more sugar you put on it, the more delicious it becomes. There can't be any negative health consequences to that. No, I
not
don't
at all.
think.
Yeah, it's
And
nothing
it does
but
make you very sticky, so it does depend if you're using American baked beans, which I really like because American baked beans are the sticky ones. It makes you especially dirty when you're
Listen,
getting it
I'm
poured
gonna
on you
stop
piping
there.
hot.
Listen.
Uh-huh.
Hello. Hi. You breathing okay?
Yes, I can breathe quite fine, right?
Okay, you just, at one point, I think I passed out and came to, and you were still going. You have a natural and uncanny ability to be able to talk for long periods of time without breathing, it seems.
Well, yes, you know, I've got the gift of gab. I have the ability to talk, you know, for hours on ends. You know, you have to have these sort of abilities when you're with the lords and ladies of the lands of England. You know, I've attended many dinner parties where I've completely drowned out and just sat there, catatonic state, just, yes, right, mind if I
Yeah.
smoke? I've done it for 10 hours once, listening to a lord of Edinburgh talk about how he likes his turnips, and I don't give a shit about turnips. I really don't think they're a delicious food at all. I don't really fathom why old people even like to eat that sort of thing.
Right.
You would think that they would like maybe something a bit sweeter in their old age, but I guess most of them are bitter fucks, so they just like to eat bitter and disgusting roots of the ground, thistles and thorns, they say. You know, in the biblical text, how Adam's supposed to be harvesting the thistles and thorns of the land and harvesting. I guess it does kind of mean in some sort of way that once you reach that old age, you understand, you know, the repetitiveness of that all, and you just want to be bitter, so you eat bitter things inside. And maybe a root vegetable, such as a turnip or a rutabaga, is just the source that people like to get that from. You know, I'm not going to judge, but, you know, it is what it is. But anyways, many balls and galas and sort of events of sport, you know, croquet and all of that. I would listen for hours on end to these conversations and stories that seemed to never have any point to them. It was just the...
Is this something you want to
Don't you say that to him.
No, I'm
Yeah,
just
why?
making sure we're on the same
Sorry.
page.
Oh, sorry, did I
Raven,
go
would you
on?
mind going and putting your dress on, since we're indoors?
No, I would like to clock out though.
Oh, all right. Well, go let Waddleby know. Anyways, would you say that your hatred for turnips really reflects the bitterness of your father, who would have been in the elderly state? So it's kind of like a projection onto, you know, your earlier life.
What school of philanthropy? What school are you from that asks these questions without inferring it that I want to have sex with my mum?
I never went to school. I was raised in a cabin in the woods, and I sold it for $10 after I killed my mother.
Interesting. I don't know. Sigmund Freud is really my favorite therapist, you know. It always
Now-
circles back around about having sex with your mum and all of that
Yeah,
Oedipus
yeah.
complex. I think you just read Oedipus too much.
When you cry, do you, let out a few, "Mommy?" question mark? What would Mama think? I can't do that. What would Mama think? And then you start sobbing into your pillow at night?
No, because I don't really have any image of what a motherly figure would be, since she never grew up with me. Instead, I had my wet nurse, and she was a vile thing, she was. She
Now,
had a
do you think-
unibrow, and her name was Olga. And she
She
spoke in
sounds
a very
beautiful.
deep Russian accent, and she had arms very grisly and big. They were about as round as, those stock pots. She was a big woman. One time I saw her press and clean a fucking full-grown calf. Not even joking. It had broke through the fence and started eating her crops, and she said, "No," and lifted it right off its feet and chucked it back over the fence. And
I
a
see.
full-blown calf, that thing probably weighed 500 pounds.
Right, of course. Now, this Olga lady, would you say that she was the first instance of a womanly figure that you were to bear witness to? So maybe it impacted your relation with women throughout your life, especially with the pressure to be feminine to your father. So you uphold this masculine form as kind of like your final fuck you to everybody from your childhood, maybe?
No, not at all, actually. Olga was more masculine than my father, really. And the only
I
reason
see.
why I'm so eccentric that I am now is not really based on the fact that my father always wanted a daughter, more based in the fact that I've just never worked a day in my entire life, so I don't really understand the concepts of masculinity as it pertains to providing for a family, because I've never had that. The closest thing that I've ever come to putting bread on the table was, actually attending bread tea parties when the finger cakes were already made by Olga. So I don't really think it
Right.
stems that deep or really all that complex. I just am a lazy rich bastard.
And you just accept that about yourself? You don't want...
Yes? Whoops. Whoops.
You motherfuckers are gonna kill all my lilies!
I want to get my ass eaten by wolves. All right, we're getting back to it. Where's Korgoth? What the fucking piece of shit? Where's Korgoth? Man, it has been a long time since I've been able to go on a rant like that. And me brain is feeling pretty fucking good enough to ramble on for hours on end. Just like the good old days of being able to just ramble on about incoherent nonsense for hours on end. I'm only able to do it if I'm not absolutely exhausted, but after this, I'll probably, fucking fall asleep immediately. I'll be fucking way too tired.
Oh, sorry,
Shall
I
we
passed out
continue?
there.
Now, do you think your sudden bouts of passing out is you trying to escape your reality so that you don't actually have to face, the ever-coming shadow of doom when you die poor and impoverished because you don't know how to work?
These are really deep questions that you're asking, that you're imposing on me. I'm beginning to wonder if you've just taken a look at me and then you've assumed many things about my person, and then you've postulated these questions as an attack more than a general concern of my wellness.
No, there's no attack. I just care about your well-being, and I would like you to talk about your feelings freely in an open space is all.
I don't know. What it seems to me is that you've grown up in a rough area of town, and you've gotten with these degenerates of people who are dishonest in their work, and then you have this sort of view of those who have more money than you as being inherently bad. And now you're trying to make yourself feel a bit better, seeing as that I'm a poor cretin in this position that I'm in because of my substantial wealth, which only reinforces that the way of life that which you have lived is by any means more pure or better than mine. You've certainly taken a bit of pity to me, madam, but to be quite honest, I've taken pity on you.
Well, I appreciate that a lot. I think there's one man that rides with this group of degenerates that grew up inherently wealthy, wealthy as can be, large house, fine clothes, educated, an aristocrat as he calls himself, and he's one of the finest fellas I've ever met. Works hard as can be. And, I'm just wondering, how far does the rich apple truly fall from the money tree, I guess? Just trying to get an insight on how that whole upbringing works, because I never got it myself.
You didn't? No, it doesn't appear that way. The funny thing is that wealth, it can corrupt, much like power, absolutely, if handled improperly. And in my case, I have fully divulged myself in pleasures of the earth, seeing as life is a short stem. Why not enjoy it for what it is? Quite an Epicurean way of looking at things. However, I've slowly come to realize that for all that is gold does not glitter as such.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean is that all the fancies in this world and all the things that it can buy you, this money which we hold, can only go so far. Because, just like time, things pass, and the present isn't forever. So things that you've done, enjoyments that you've received will fade into nothing. And what do you have to show for it? A foundation of sand that's blown away in the wind. Doesn't matter how many times I've had an hour-long hot steaming baked bean bath. What does it stand for? What does it gain? Other than my own personal pleasure. It could have been time spent for something more worthwhile, perhaps maybe putting it towards the advancements of human kindness and maybe building a better society. But, alas, instead of spending an hour in the soup kitchen, I have decided to become soup myself. It haunts me, but then I forget about it quickly as I deeply recess it into my subconscious.
I see. So you're haunted by this, and every single time that you wake up and look in the mirror, is it a cruel reminder of the life that you're living that's inherently selfish, or are you just content with yourself as a person?
A bit of A, a little bit of B, but in the end,
Right.
it all doesn't matter, so.
Yeah. Would you say that life is all well when you die as long as you personally think that it was worth it, no matter what everybody else thinks?
The funny thing is, the Egyptians' gods believed in this, death. You would be greeted by, some god of some sort, and they would ask you two questions. Have you lived a good life? And have you provided for others? That same thing. Have you done well by yourself? And have you done well for others is really, what should be really said. And then if you can say you've done well for yourself, that's all good and fine, but what does it mean if you have not done well by others? You have to do both. So there was this idea of, providing for others and being supportive of others and, giving back to the world as much as you take, but certainly I'm not of that camp. Does it haunt me? Maybe, some subconscious part of me, but I just don't really seem to care in the present moment.
I see. So if you were to be presented with, did you do well by others, would you say that that is true for yourself, or?
Oh, heavens no. I've done quite a bit of harm to society. I guess by my standards, it depends on what you define as good and bad, really. There are many different camps of philosophy judging what is good and what is bad.
I see. So it's a bit of a subjective term, I guess, right?
Well, really, it all depends on, what you perceive as good and bad. I guess there are some sort of more absolute, in defining what is good and what is bad and what camp you stand in. Because I guess there really isn't anything. And then, of course, you could say that nothing really matters, but then does that work as well? If we say that God is dead, and then what pillar do we have to live by? Do we create our own God, or are we gods of our own self? And if we are, then what guides our morals and values? Do we just do whatever we want? Of course not. That's not the right way. We know it's not right in deep hearts, but then what principles guide us and prevent us from becoming monsters?
What do you think of this soon, huh?
Right. Now, do you think
What do I
that
think of this alone?
the notion of love is important for the meaning of life? If you die loved or if you die loving, which do you think is more important
Love
in
is
the end of it all?
evil.
Right.
Love is selfish.
You think?
Love taints. Love infects. Everyone thinks love is great, but just so you know, the opposite of love is hate, and they're on the same coin. One cannot exist without the other, and therefore it is as evil as it is good. And people forget that, because even love can drive men to do bad things.
I see, like, what type of bad things?
Anything that justifies in the name of love.
Now, what about in terms of loving others? Because inherently you would like to feel loved, and that is selfish. Do you think that the only reason why people produce love and share that amongst the people isn't inherently selfish in itself because they're expecting love in return for that action of them giving it away?
To be loved is a human thing, but to do things in love is their avatar. So, one must say to oneself, if you're doing things in the pursuit of love, what is acceptable? You have to ask yourself that. Is anything acceptable? If you love somebody, if you love your family, what lengths will you go to purvey that love? Will you kill others? Will you hurt others who also love? Precisely my point. Love is evil as it is good. They are of the same coin.
I see. So you think that love brings people to inherently violent dispositions because, they search it in life?
Certainly not. Although humans are violent in nature, that is not a thing that we can do that isn't violent. Or is it that we perceive it as such? There is a give and a take, and there are some that don't like what's taken, and there are some that want. So, as life is love and evil, so is it give and take. So it isn't inherently that love provides, I guess, a justification for evil as much as it is one of the reasons that evil is committed or things of the such has been done.
I see. Now, if you were to die and you were at heaven's gates, would you rather be greeted with cries of hatred or love?
That's all dependent upon what heaven you are talking of, because heaven can be many things. Heaven can be on earth, really, if you really think about it. It depends on how you've set your life up. And now, is it really necessary for the affection of others? Is it really necessary for the booze to affect you? One can only control oneself. So what does it matter to you whether you are received with booze, whether you are received with love? Because in the end, you will be dispelled into the universe, which makes up everything and is everything. Even this moment of time is but a fragment in an open and vast sea of unimaginable size and girth. So, what is it to be received in love? What is it to be received in booze? How could you perceive it once you have dissolved with serenity into the surroundings of which you were once made?
I see.
Oh, you make life complicated.
It's not complex, not in the least bit. It's quite evil to think. It's not evil, sorry. It's quite absurd of us to think that it is complex. It's only complex because our ego wants to believe that there is something much larger than us, and we want to make sense of it. But really, is it all that? If you reduce it down to nothing, is it not just 3 stages that one is born, one lives, and one dies? As you don't know what happens when you were born, so too you will not know what happens when you die. It is much
I'm
more
just
simple
happy to
than
be
you
alive.
thought.
Mm-hmm.
What are
Wow.
your philosophies, Mo? What do you think?
Philosophies?
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm just happy to be alive.
Yeah, that's, that's fair enough.
What about you, Scout?
What's the question?
Nothing.
What's your
What my
philosophy?
philosophy is in my life?
Yeah.
I don't
This
know.
guy knows quite well of it.
I don't have one, I guess.
Could that be a philosophy in itself?
That could be anything, honestly. I mean, we just make up words for things that we tried to describe meaning for, so, I mean, it could be.
Right,
Everything is everything, and anything can be anything, so why not? I mean, there's probably a philosophy to that, even though he doesn't openly prescribe to it.
Mm-hmm.
But can everything be nothing?
here.
Oh, all right. Hello.
Hello. We're almost
Wallaby.
good
This
to
better
go.
be worth
Yes.
my baked bean
What's your
bath.
philosophy of life?
Be remembered.
Okay. What do you think of that, Mr. Mustache?
What do I think? Well, who cares what I think of it? I mean, that's what he wants
Okay.
to believe.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I was just wondering, your opinion, you seem to have a lot to say
I
sometimes.
mean, it depends on which camp of philosophy you really want to explore it in. I mean, if you were a Stoic, you'd say that's absolutely foolish because nobody gets remembered in the end. Even the people that we remember now
I'll
will
let
be
you know when
forgotten in the
she's here,
future.
All right. Mm-hmm. Can I read you an excerpt from my favorite book, and then you can tell me what you think about it?
All right.
It says, this is the very ecstasy of love, whose violent property ordains itself and leads the will to desperate undertakings. What do you think about that?
Yeah, precisely what I said. I mean, everybody has this weird fantasy that love is just pure and amazing, but just as yin and yang exist, love in the same token shares its fate with evil.
Upstairs somewhere, I think.
I see yin and yang, huh?
Life and death, love and evil, and hate. I mean, good and evil. I mean, it just all shares the same coin.
I
just
see.
different sides. They all have the same properties, one way or another. I mean, what that means to say is that love isn't all that it's sought to be.
Uh-huh. Now, do you think that people who would be seen as inherently evil seek out love a little bit more than people who are inherently love seek out evil?
I don't know. It depends on what you mean by evil. I mean, if there are people in this world who truly seek to do hurt to others, I mean, is there really love involved with that? A love for maybe doing what they're doing, a love for the self and the pleasures that they divulge from it, I guess, unless that it's hatred that drives them. I don't know. That's such a general, question.
I see. And now, what do the bean baths bring you?
Oh, I just like being covered in hot beans.
Oh, right. Okay.
I just like
was
the
hoping for a
feeling
little
of
bit more.
lots of beans just piping hot, raining over my naked body because it feels so wrong and so nice at the same time. I like the way that they stick to my skin with all the syrupy sugar and they just wriggle in room like a living miasma surrounding me in its beanie texture. I like dipping my head underneath of it and getting a big gulp. It's so good.
Right. Yeah, I can see the appeal, if you ask me. Yep, I would love a bean bath. In fact, I would love to give you a bean bath for a small fee.
Oh, no,
$1,000.
it's free after this. I was told it was free.
Oh, right, of course.
You just do,
Do you have any...
Well, yeah, go ahead. Where was the question?
I was just going to ask if you have any siblings, and are they the exact same as you, or are they, stabilized and normal for society's expectations?
No.
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know, just to piss you off.
I quite like it. It reminds me of this one fella named Crispin. Instead of saying, he goes, and you know, it was a little bit familiar like that. It really hit a chord in me. Crispin and I, we shared a terrible, tragic love story that ended in betrayal and hatred. So.
Oh, that's
All right.
nice.
The sheriff's in town.
All right, nice talking to you, fella.
Yeah, nice talking to you too.
Get ready to start playing. Not yet, though. I'll tell you when. Remember, professional.
I got you.
No, you sit down. You sit down. Now I'm going to bring it to you.
All right. That really was just a roundabout way of asking why I like to be covered in beans.
Huh?
And there was no justification for it.
Are you rich?
Yes.
Where did you get your money from?
Huh?
Where did you get your money from?
What money?
You're rich.
Yes, I'm rich.
Where's Alvin?
Where you get your money from?
What money?
Wait, you're rich but you don't have money?
No, what money? Yeah, I'm rich.
In what sense?
The one that can't be perceived by humans.
Wait, you're not human?
No, I'm rich in the sense that can't be perceived by humans.
Wow, you're so smart.
No, I'm rich.
And smart. You say difficult words.
No,
Hard
they're
to
just
understand.
no, the Saxon in origin. They're just plain Saxon words. But I could use flourishing Latinate words verbosely, rambunctiously, traditionally, unheard of, soundly.
Poorly.
Are you poor?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm not poor.
Okay.
I mean, I am with money. I am poor with money.
Right.
But I'm not poor with friends.
Uh-huh.
So
You might have
it's
a
like two
smoke?
things. You are poor with money, but not poor at all.
Uh-huh.
Is that weird?
Go on.
The fuck are you two talking about?
I don't know. Talking about something. I mean, I can hear a cricket.
Uh-huh.
I see the sheriff. They're looking at their pads first.
Those bastards.
Those bastards. I like him.
What are they doing now?
Bastards. Those bastards.
Yeah, you're gonna do like, oh. Yeah, you're gonna,
Bastards.
yeah, oh, bastards.
Bastards.
Bastards. Balcony. Barista.
Barista.
Barons.
Baron.
Boasts.
Boast.
Yeah, you got it. Boot.
Where are you from?
Oh, London.
London.
Oh, sure.
I just had to, stretch my own legs. Yes, I saw the second season of Clarkson's Farm. It's so good. I thought my HOA sucked. Clarkson really had it hard.
Any minute now.
Sometime.
Any second now.
What are they doing now?
They're on the porch.
Those bastards.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know it's not their HOA. I don't know. That's not what they call it. It's a township. These guys suck. Yeah. Poor Clarkson. I mean, he is a dickhead. That's 100% for sure. He's a dickhead, and he's hilarious, though. He said that it was difficult to read the complaints that the township had said or had written him because of all the spelling mistakes. It was hardly legible, according to him. Yeah.
It's taking so long.
Yeah, he's a dickhead, but he's
They're
hilarious.
almost here. They're any second now.
Fingers are itching.
The only member of the trio I like is May. Yeah, that checks
I
out.
assure you. Remember, we just be very professional.
Right.
I mean, say what you will about Clarkson. He is a
playing
dickhead.
piano.
He's an asshole. But we're going to miss him when he's gone. He's one
What
of the
does the rich
finest
guy needs to do?
presenters
He's gonna talk
Just
to
being
the
rich?
sheriff
who's
with me.
ever lived,
Oh,
in my opinion.
about what?
All three of them
Whole
together
lot of
would be
things. Gonna straighten some
have
stuff
been
out.
the best trio of presenters ever assembled in the history of television. Say what you will about the man's character, but he is a damn fine motor journalist.
All right, she put the pad down. Hold on. She's moving.
That
Hold.
bastard.
She's walking off the porch. And she's coming this way. Okay. All right. All right. This is it. I'll tell you when to start playing. Hold.
Okay.
All right, go. All right, act natural now.
Of course.
I'm back to natural.
Oh, Sheriff. There she
Somebody
is.
getting married?
Welcome to the Dead End Saloon.
Thank you.
Would you like a drink before we have a little chit chat?
Oh, I can't drink right now. I just had surgery a little bit ago.
Oh, what about an orange juice? Yeah, come on over. Couple of drinks. for the
Congratulations on your engagement.
Huh?
Congratulations on your engagement.
What? Don't mind him. Come get your orange juice.
Okay.
That's why we got the music, yes? Congratulations, you two.
Oh, wait. Oh, just one moment.
How are you two doing?
All right. How are you?
Doing okay?
I like your vest.
I mean, why else will we be playing this awful music?
Pull that off.
I've been pulling it off. The
It's
sleeves
the-
are.
It's in a beer-looking bottle, but it is indeed
Knocked
orange
around.
Perfect.
Oh, it's
I
on the
just-
house.
He offered
Oh,
to
nope,
take my
take it.
hat. I felt rude to decline, you know.
You should see the
Appreciate
business
that.
has been booming
Here we
here,
are.
Tabitha. Booming.
Well, I'm
Delicious
glad to hear
orange
it.
juice for you.
Hi, Dan.
Thank you.
Howdy.
Business
See the
has
nice thing that I
been
put about you
booming
in my
here.
Sisika transport request?
No.
Oh.
I did.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I'm sure you can tell them all about it.
Mm-hmm.
I meant it.
We'll
genuinely.
go for a little walk upstairs, Sheriff.
Right over here.
Yes, sir.
Rich, you can
All right.
come with me.
Juice. Mr. Dan, sir, here you are.
Seriously, who's getting married?
No one's getting fucking married, Richard.
Then why are you playing that song?
It's just he decided to play it. Let him fucking play the song, all right?
All right.
Was that like a marriage ceremony?
Yeah, I thought someone was getting married.
No, it's just atmospheric music for the saloon, that's all.
Ah, okay.
It sounds like someone's wedding.
Yeah, it kind of does feel like you're walking down the aisle, right?
Maybe you are.
Oh, that's ominous, Wallaby.
I'd have a seat. I'm sure you heard about what happened with me and my people the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you see, this fella here.
Hello.
Lord Richard was one of the quote-unquote victims, and he was a little, I guess, overwhelmed with the situation, and we've since talked to him, calmed him down, and he, well, we want to smooth things over, because I think there was a big misunderstanding.
Okay. So, just so that we have it all, ducks in a row, and we're sure that everybody understands what happened. Do you want to walk me through kind of from the start what your versions of the events are?
I don't think this is
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you, and then we can go ahead and talk to Richard.
All right, well, this fella here came in with his friends. They requested drinks and a dance from some of my ladies. We did that, and then Richard pulled me aside, and he asked if we do package deals, some special requests. I said, I'll do whatever you want if you pay me well enough. So he offered me $2,000 to role play, I think is what he said.
Who does that? That's
Wanted
weird.
to feel like what it's like to be kidnapped, extorted, and even hurt. I don't know what that's about. Everyone has their flavor, I suppose, so I saw no harm in it. So, apologies for that. So we took him down and his friends down to the house behind the telegram office, and we did a little bit of, well, I'm not going to get too detailed, but it's kind of fucked up.
I can get
Point
into
is,
the details if you
I
wish.
know you're going to get to the fuck. Not too detailed, all right. So anyway, Malone apparently watched or saw or heard what was going on, and of course, it looked very suspicious, like I was doing no good. So they surrounded the house, told us to come out. Now, we surrendered peacefully because I knew that we didn't do anything wrong, as fucked up as it is. But turns out Rich and his friends here weren't too open about sharing their kinks. So they said that it was all real and such. Got us all locked up and our guns taken from us. But I guess he's had a conscience because he's come back and he apologized today and he wants to clear it up. Trust me, I don't want to be talking about this as much as anybody else, all right?
Okay, well, first and foremost, please don't do that ever again, because regardless of someone wanting that sort of...
Trust me, never gonna happen again, I assure you.
Okay.
We can do the baked bean thing, Richard, but that's as far as it goes. Don't ask.
What's the baked bean thing?
Madam Sheriff, if I may speak plainly, I am a humongous pervert.
Oh, boy.
The services, which he did not go into detail, which I can, were quite extensive. Not only did this gentleman take me in the back rooms and really give it to me, he made it very clear that I was to be very loud so that my companions could hear me as he was giving it to me in the back rooms, and he gave it to me. He gave it to me so hard that I collapsed on the floor and he kept giving it to me while I was on the floor.
He's talking
He
about a
dragged
beating.
my body into the room with the lords and then stood over me, looked at the lords right in the face and said, "You're next." And then he proceeded to take my friend, Lord Biggles, to the back room to presumably do the same. When I say the services that I have ordered from this gentleman right here were debaucherous in nature, that is putting it mildly. When I say I am a humongous pervert, not only am I a pervert, but the lords that accompany me are known as the perverts from where they're coming. I am proud to call myself a pervert of Bell End, the estate to which I hail from, am lord from, the state of Bell End. You have heard, yes, of jolly old England?
Yeah, I think I know this fella.
Bell End?
Bell End, yes. Lord John Higgins, Lord Biggles, and myself, Richard Flemington, hail from Bell End.
I'm sorry, it was Lord
think he's a
John.
governor.
What's
Johnson.
That's exactly what he is.
Okay, yeah, I know.
Yeah. He
He
showed
is
me
a
his
pervert,
house.
yeah.
Yes. He showed me his house last year.
Okay.
So the gutters outside Saint Denis gun store.
We, in fact, did implore these services and more. Not only did they strip us naked and spit on us as per requested, they did so gleefully. They threw that service in free of charge.
Richard.
We didn't even pay for that.
Richard, listen. Some of what he's
guttering.
I'm starting to think this was a bad fucking
Wallaby,
idea.
please tell me you paid him to say this.
No, I fucking didn't. I want my
Because
guns
all
back.
of it is
We didn't do
true,
nothing fucking
madam.
wrong, all right?
I speak the truth. I am a herald of honesty, and I shall no longer be burdened by the cross of lies,
I didn't
which
spit on
I've
him, by
carried.
the way,
My
all right?
legs have bowed to the
embellishing a little
crushing
bit.
weight, and I no longer carry it.
Embellishing?
I have
Okay, all right.
shifted
Tabitha,
the
could me
weight
and you
to
have
the
a private
floor.
conversation after he's done, please? Please, for love of God. Thank you. All right, go ahead, Richard.
Oh, that was it. All I'm saying is that I have now spoken the truth, the whole truth, because that was the purpose of this meeting, because it was all about justice, and justice is beautiful.
So your statement is that you are a humongous pervert,
Yes, I am.
and this gave you gratification.
Yes, it did.
Yes, a pervert.
And shortly after this meeting, I will be having a beautiful woman dumping hot baked beans over me for about an hour in a bathtub.
What?
The sticky kind. The Americanized version with a bit of sugar in it. You Americans really need to cut the sugar out of your foods. It's bad for you, you know. But I like it. The way it sticks to my skin, the way I'm writhing in the miasma of
Richard,
living.
that's enough.
Oh,
Okay, you can go.
sorry.
You can go.
Oh, fantastic. Do I get the
Go.
bath now? Is that
Yeah,
the
go
plan?
talk. Yeah, go talk to the girls.
Excellent.
Fucking like I know what I fucking heard. Okay.
He's.
Excuse
What?
me. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse
Hello,
me.
Mr. Flemington.
Why are you doing this again?
Oh, what do you
Don't-
mean
what-
again?
Flemington, talk to me.
Yes.
Okay. Why are you changing your story?
Because it wasn't the truth. And this
Bullshit,
is the
and
truth.
you know it. I
You told
heard
me
you
earlier
outside
that
the
he
house.
was
I was listening to
threatening
the whole
again.
goddamn thing, and I think you're. How much is he paying you, huh? How much is he paying you to spin this bullshit?
Sir, do not question my integrity.
How much is he paying you? I know you're broke.
I
Let me
will
finish.
not stand for this. I have an appointment with a beautiful woman and a bathtub of hot baked beans.
Oh,
now,
yeah? Well, I
excuse
hope
me.
it goes better than last time, you're lying.
The deed is done, and
Hi,
I
Richard.
request the service.
Which service is that?
Uh-huh.
Hot baked beans and your bathtub, madam.
Well,
All
that's-
right.
It's interesting. I also have the beans on me, so.
Fantastic. Let's do it.
I'll go up there.
All right.
but everyone
Bath
else
is up here,
knows
sir.
they were holstered up.
No, is it? Wait a second, this won't do.
Welcome aboard, sailor.
I need Lord Chauncey and Lord Biggles here as well. I will not proceed until they are here.
All right.
They were here. I don't know where they're at now.
Well, if you could go find them for me to bring them here.
Towards the city.
I must have them here for this experience.
Of course.
I did make that clear.
Okay, well, yeah. Well, while they're
What's
being
that?
searched for, I'm going to warm up the beans under the fireplace.
How many beans did you get?
I have 3
Alvin, will you
big
go find
buckets
those
worth.
fellas?
We're going to need more.
More? Okay. Let me run to the store real quick.
Thank you.
I'll be back.
Do these well-dressed fine fellows of yours have telegram numbers that I could send out a request for the beans to
They
them?
are my best friends, the only gentlemen that I have a close connection with here in the crossing. Of course I don't have their telegram numbers.
Right, silly me. Foolish. Of course.
Silliest.
My mistake.
Oh, look who the cat dragged in.
Why walking in here?
I am the busiest I have ever been in my entire life, and I don't know what's happening. Why? Fuck, I can't. I would love to go on the run with you, Jack. Yeah, okay. Business talk.
Let me have a look at you.
Okay.
It was awful.
They didn't hurt you now, did they?
No, they didn't.
Aha. Well, good to see. I'm glad you're looking good.
They were actually kind of nice.
Lovely. Now I need you to go to the store and get a can of baked beans and help Mr. Richard here.
Scout has collected the beans. He's heating
Oh,
them up.
lovely. Perfect.
But Richard has requested that his 2 other compatriots accompany him in the bath today.
All right, Adelaide, you're going to take the beans, you're going to take the 3 fellas up to the bath, and you're going to, what is it you wanted to do again?
Oh, it's quite simple. Heat the baked beans up until they're boiling, and then dump them over my body.
There you go,
I have
Adelaide.
to carry them for Adelaide. I've got about 45 cans of beans here, so.
Perfect.
Yep,
Lovely.
and we just
Follow
need
me,
the
sir.
other fellows, which I have sent Alvin to go find, because apparently they are somewhere out there, and Mr. Richard does not have their telegram numbers to bring them to this location, and he refuses to get a bath without them.
Adelaide, do you have,
Yes.
Do you have the
Upstairs you go. Your friends will be there shortly.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm fine.
Okay.
All right.
Sir?
Bye, Dan.
Bye, Dakota.
Here, why don't I just toss over the sack to you? Adelaide, here you go.
Oh, yes. What's this? Invoice? Invoice number 756 Wanderer's Whistle sent to Lord Richard Flemington as $100 per stance. Oh, well, you're looking at... All right. I made an invoice.
Right, sir, you ready?
Ah. Oh, hold on a second. My fans aren't here yet. I cannot, in good conscience, allow you to pour hot baked beans until Lord Chauncey and Lord
Just
Biggles
get
are
'em
here.
nice and boiling here in the fire, and once they get here, we can take it off and let him indulge in his fantasies.
Yes, yes, indeed. I'm the one hot dog in the sea of baked beans. You know, you Americans have such interesting food.
Oh, thank you. Well, you don't have I'm sure you have baked beans with your brekkie over there, right?
Oh, we do. We just don't have hot dogs in there.
You don't have hot dogs?
Don't look at me like this.
No. Why would we?
Because they're deliciously delicious.
Yeah, do you know what they put in hot dogs?
Oh, actually, I had a conversation about this the other night. We think they put in toenails, eyelids, pig lips, pig butt, pig tail, pig toe, anything pig related, and sometimes beef, maybe a little bit of a bone and something like that. Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, the toenails and the other stuff. I mean, it's only on accident. We only lose a worker like every week or so. And the human tastes so closely to pork. I mean, it's hardly noticeable.
Right.
Sir, can you sit back down in the tub?
Oh, I am sitting.
You definitely look like you're standing up with your wiener out to me.
Oh no.
I just was gonna pretend like I didn't see it.
Yeah,
So
it's
that you
kind of
didn't
all
feel
in our
embarrassed.
faces.
No, I wasn't paying for the embarrassment one. No.
Well,
That
no
won't
need to
do.
feel embarrassed, sir. I think it was quite lovely.
I think I heard Lord Biggles.
So you want us to wait for your friends?
Yes. I thought I
Mom
heard
cut
him.
us some slack.
Wah.
Oh, they are not happy about this now, are they?
Why would they not be happy?
Probably because there's no one working the bar at the moment.
Yeah, I was referring to the sheriffs and the deputies. Sound out ruffled up. Could you be a dear and check if Lord Biggles and Lord Chauncey are downstairs? I thought I heard them.
Of course. Would you like me to check? I will.
Yes.
You want me to like massage your toes or something?
Lord Biggles?
Oh, it's not necessary.
Please come upstairs.
But I'd love that.
All right, if you insist. Don't gotta ask me twice.
She had like a toe thing.
You want me to crack it a little bit?
Are you well versed in that sort of nature of that thing?
No, I'm not, so this might hurt. Hopefully it doesn't.
Whoa,
Thoughts?
that's weird. I don't think I've ever had my toe cracked before.
Now you have. It's the first time for everything.
Yep. Usually people have to pay for that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't because I'm getting bambered.
Yeah, absolutely you are. I mean, just
course.
look at those steaming pile of beans on that fire right there.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be so
Look
good.
at them go.
Wish I was you.
Oh, yes, you know, it's so dirty being covered in baked beans.
They're not
Yeah,
downstairs.
sickening.
They're
even.
not. I
No,
thought somebody
so-
sent to find them.
There is a
Yes.
search party out looking for them.
Turns out 2 folk in the crossing are very hard to find, and the crossing is very large.
Oh, that won't do. Well, I mean, at least it gives the beans more time to heat up.
Of course.
Oh, is there room for some of my beans, Scout?
Of course, in the giant pot.
All right.
Did you have a bean-related experience as a child?
You know, it
Have you
all
been
doesn't
beamed?
boil back down to childhood trauma. I feel like
you
you're just
sure?
projecting something on me.
Sure, certainly not. Nothing ever happened to me terrible as a child ever. Or,
Are you
know,
just
a few years ago.
exploring and questioning everybody you meet about their past childhood trauma so you can compare it to trauma that you yourself have experienced, and it's not really a service to others as more as it is just trying to come to terms with what's happened to you?
I don't really think so. It sounds like you're projecting to me. Right, guys? Get a load of this guy. Ooh, yikes.
I don't know. It sounds like you need to talk to a professional. I know a guy.
tried.
Sigmund Freud? No, maybe
Oh,
not
yeah?
him.
Well, last time I talked to a professional, I ended up beating up an old lady and giving her dementia that led to her death. So I don't think I should do it again, personally, between me and you. I don't think it's a good idea.
You gave her dementia. Is that like the fatal kind of dementia?
I think, yeah, that's a good one. You're funny, you know that?
Whoa.
Now, what if your compatriots ain't around?
Well, if they aren't around, you know, I don't want to be wasting everybody's time, you know.
I have nothing but time.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you all insist, I would rather they be here. I don't know how long it's going to take for them to come here. But
I just don't want to waste your time because your time is more valuable. Because you're a delighted customer and you paid for this.
Is that customer service smile that you're giving me?
No, certainly not. I care about your feelings in a genuine manner, and I really, desire for you to have a good outcome at my business.
That doesn't seem disingenuous at all.
Thank you.
If only I had their telegram number.
It's a weird smell. Come back and see us. Goodbye now.
I could have sworn that I heard Benji.
Come back anytime. Get that town's finest discount. Fucking assholes.
Sir, would you like some more bubbles?
Oh, yes.
All right.
Get this fucking pervert out of this goddamn establishment.
Oh, okay.
Hey, hold on a second. My friends.
Get the fuck out of here.
What? No, my friends. They're not here
Go on,
yet.
get.
My baked bean bar.
No, you're getting me in trouble again with your fucking baked bean torture. Now get the fuck out
He
of here.
needs to compensate for all the beans.
What? No.
I bought like
Sir, I
50
insist
buckets
you
of
let me
beans.
have my
Yes,
baked
dude.
bean bath.
Go on, get.
You can't let all those piping hot baked beans go to waste, sir.
We can and we will. Get out of here. Get
All
out.
right, fine.
Leave.
Get out of here! Don't come back! You pervert!
Why, I never.
What the hell is wrong with you?
You're sick, you know that? Your mother would be
baked
disappointed
beans.
in you.
Sick and fucking twisted.
Who raised you like this, huh?
You pervert!
Pervert.
I'm liking this part of the experience, but I'm still
the
not.
fuck
Don't
out.
you think your pleasant
Get
words
out.
are going to
Go
make
on,
me
get
forget
out.
that I didn't get my baked bean bath?
Get the fuck out of here.
You'll
Don't come
rue
back.
the day you didn't give me my services that I so clearly deserved.
Your mom with that mouth?
Yeah, you kiss your mother, your father with that mouth.
I do kiss my father with this mouth.
Fuck off.
All right.
All right.
Why? I never. I'm suing them. Excuse me. Yeah.
Okay. Where do y'all hang your heads at?
Excuse me.
There's yes, sir.
I need to report a crime.
Oh. Okay. Just one moment, please.
Very well, I'll wait.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Good man. I'd like to report a crime, a denial of service.
Is it because you had no shoes and no shirt?
Touché. No, that's not the reason why I was denied service. You see, the reason why I am dressed like this was I was about to receive a piping hot baked bean bath over in the parlor house. But
Yes, I heard.
they rescinded my service and kicked me out of their establishment without proper cause.
Really?
Yes, and I wish to press charges.
Okay. Listen. Why would they do that to you after you just helped them out and gave us your true statement on
Well,
the incident the other day?
see, the funny thing about that is I didn't give you a true statement. No, not
Okay.
at all.
Well, let's go talk to the sheriff about this then. How's that sound?
Yes, let's do that.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Sorry, Sheriff, do you have a minute? It's this fella. He
Mr.
He
Flemington?
is
Lord
dedicated-
Flemington.
Yes, Lord Flemington. And you'll
he's
say,
How can I
dedicated
help
in his
you,
previous
Lord?
statement right now.
I'm here to come clean.
Okay, well, let's do it behind the sheriff's office here.
I was gonna help out Huxley with this telephone thing.
Verts, thank you for the raid, man. Get the shout on the chat. Please and thank you to Verts.
Okay.
So, I think it's about high time that I profess the truth.
I agree, Lord Flemington.
For what am I but a messenger of honesty, a purveyor of truth? I am the pinnacle of modesty. That too, unrelated to the truth part. You say, I wish to press charges for denial of service over at the saloon.
Huh?
Yes, denial of service. I was promised a piping hot baked bean bath, and I was to receive it while my friends watched. But that service was rescinded without proper cause, and now I am here, stood before you, to report that fallacy on their end. Go and arrest them, constables.
So, you were looking to get a bath that could be seen as torture.
No, not at all, madam. I was going to
Piping
have...
hot beans that could burn you alive.
I was going to have piping hot baked beans poured over my wriggling naked body by a beautiful woman and her assistant. And my friends were going to watch as the sticky, sugary beans covered me like a thick miasma. But that service was denied to me.
I flat out told Wallaby that was torture, so that is probably why it was denied to you.
You're the reason why?
Indeed. Because that is torture.
Madam, I must
Lord
implore you to reconsider. Yeah. What? That's not torture in the least bit. It was a service.
Lord Flemington, let us be reasonable here, okay? Now, you know the conversation we had the other night?
No.
You know, with yourself and Lord Higgins?
Not in the
Right.
least bit, no.
You don't?
No, I was
Why
still
not?
reeling from the brain damage.
Ah, yes, the brain damage which Mr. Eastwick's inflicted on you with the hammer, right?
Is that how it worked? No, I always thought that I received the brain damage when Lord Biggles and I were on a gallivant through the countryside, and I was driving the carriage, and I misjudged a hill, and I fell forward and hit my head and got the brain damage.
Well, fortunately for you, I wrote everything you said down. You know,
You did?
How is Mr. Higgins' hand, by the way? The one that was smashed open with the hammer?
No.
Okay, is he feeling better?
It was Chauncey whose hand was
Oh,
smashed
Chauncey,
by...
right.
That shows how much you've written down.
Well, it was one of you two. I'm sorry if I mixed your names.
One of you two? I think it's very important to know the distinction
you
between
three.
one of the three. I mean, 1 and 3
Well,
is
I know
definitely
you
not
weren't the one that
good.
was hitting the hand with a hammer because you were hitting the back with it. Is what you told me.
Was I? Is that how I received the brain damage? Because I always thought I received the brain damage when I was gallivanting through the countryside with one of my best chums, Lord Biggles, and I misjudged a hill and fell forward and had the brain damage done to me.
Well, I mean, I heard you screaming in the house, and then I heard the other fella have his hand smashed open on the table.
Right.
With a hammer. Seemed to be in a great deal of pain, and I seem to remember you also saying about how they were trying to extort you, and how they took that book of yours. What was it again? The American History?
Yes, American History 101 by George W.
That's
Washington, which is my secondary pen name. Did you know?
You know what? I'm a big fan.
Really? You've seen American History 101?
Yes, of course.
The unpublished book that's
Could've put it
currently in
down.
my pocket.
You had it retrieved to you then.
You read it?
I'm afraid I did not.
And you,
But
sir,
it
are a
looked
liar.
very interesting.
You're a liar, sir.
Very interesting.
You're a farce. You're just trying to butter me up. And the only thing that I want on me of food-related substance is baked beans, piping hot baked beans, and there's nothing wrong with a man wanting piping hot baked beans poured on him by two beautiful women.
Would they have to be piping hot? Would you
Yes, they need to be piping hot.
Okay.
There
And
was
this
a
wasn't the
pot
thing
of...
that you saying that Wallaby was threatening you earlier with? If you weren't going to shout at me saying that you were a pervert multiple times on that here porch. That wasn't you.
What? Oh,
I'm
that's,
making that up?
Yeah, no, that's something completely different. Look, the only reason why I'm here is because I don't have piping hot baked beans covering my body. That's the only reason why I'm here.
I see.
I mean, listen, maybe you could help me, and I can help you. Maybe if you don't deem it torturous to have piping hot baked beans bathed in, I can help you with telling you something that you don't know.
I don't think that's something we'd be able to do if it's classed as torture. We
Listen.
would be hypocrites.
Listen, a man may do what he pleases to do with the consent of me being covered and smothered in lovely piping hot baked beans. Do not deny me that right. You might think it torturous, but there's some things that people think torturous that really aren't. Like, for instance, talking to one's mother-in-law. That divorce didn't happen soon enough.
I see.
Some
Would you
people
give me a
consider it
moment?
torture. Some people don't. I consider it torture.
Uh-huh. Would you give me a moment with my sheriff and deputy here, please, sir?
Uh-huh.
We'll be a minute, okay?
Yes, of course.
Not me.
Torture is the bulging eye of the beholder. Appreciate the raid again. Welcome in, everybody. Good to have you in. I'm playing, well, obviously you know who this is. Richard Flemington. You know, I also play him in Atlas. He's a Navy captain in Atlas, though. A bit less of a pervert in Atlas. Am I about to snitch? Maybe. It all depends on whether or not the law enforcement allow Richard to take a piping hot baked bean bath.
Welcome aboard, sailor.
I demand satisfaction. As I receive my baked bean bath, there will be wrath. I don't know where Benji and Chauncey are. I was really hoping they'd come back.
I've role-played with Verts a couple times in WildRP. It's always good running into him. I don't know what's going on right now, but something tells me that he's trying real hard. Oh, there he is.
Lord Flemington.
Uh-huh.
The name of your companion, it was Chansey, right?
You really are terrible with names. Johnson.
I am. Yes, Chansey who?
Johnson.
Chauncey.
Yes.
Chauncey.
Chauncey. Chauncey.
Chauncey.
Chauncey
Yes.
who?
Higgins.
Chauncey Higgins, and the other one was... Oh, I got it.
Lord Artemis Biggles.
Biggles, and Chauncey was the one with the injured hand.
Yes.
Biggles, and I remember, helped him take the glove off for me to examine his injury.
Uh-huh. Yeah, what about it?
Yes, it was, pretty messed up from the hammer.
I don't understand what this pertains to. What does this got anything to do with me getting covered in hot baked beans?
It doesn't have anything. We're just trying to relay the events from the other day.
All right.
You remember that?
Yes.
Okay, so you do remember it.
Uh-huh.
The injured hand in particular.
Yes.
You
And that was
remember what
Chauncey?
exactly it looked like?
What looked like? His hand?
The injured hand when he took the glove off.
What do you mean? What it looked like?
Well, yes, bruised, broken, bleeding.
I didn't really get a good look at it. I mean, he just kept complaining about it. Honestly, I wish he got hit in the hand again. He was bitching so much.
Okay.
Right. And is he around today, per se?
Yeah, he's still living. It was only a hand injury.
No, I know, but is he currently, can he be reached and brought here today? Or maybe he's resting?
I don't know. You're going to have to get, like, a lady with a, glass orb and a weird headdress to maybe reach him.
Okay, well, have you heard from him today? I guess is a better question.
Yes.
How long ago?
Like, probably earlier today. About an hour,
hour,
or 2.
2 hours?
Yeah, about an hour or 2. They
Okay.
were here. Why? What has this
Okay.
got anything to do with my thing that I brought up?
It doesn't. We're still on something else.
Well, no, you should get on what my problem is that they denied me my service.
Right. Well, we're working on
Yeah,
that too. Okay.
we are.
Yeah, we will handle that. Yep.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, did you sustain any sort of injuries from this torture session?
Torture session? No, it wasn't a torture session at all.
Oh, right, a commissioned torture session.
I remember you said that he hit you in the back.
There, yes, he pounded me from behind quite viciously.
Can I just
Right.
take a look at your back real quick?
All right.
Aha. What did I tell you?
Look, I'd be willing to, spill the beans, as it were. Poor choice of words, maybe. If you were to allow me to spill some beans on me, piping hot, without you considering it torture.
Okay, well, we will figure that out. I'm just trying to discern here what kind of beating you received. Was there any sort of a weapon? Let me take a look at these bruises.
Yeah, all right, so interesting.
Hand-related injuries. I don't know.
Okay, I think I see some knuckles there. Okay, were you hurt anywhere else?
No, not really. Besides
Okay.
my head, but then I always think that's just from the brain damage I received, which is a funny story. Really. You see, Lord Biggles and I were gallivanting in the countryside in a wagon, and I misjudged a hill, and I fell forward and hit my head quite harshly on the ground.
And how long ago was the head injury, to your recollection?
Oh, the head injury. Yes. Oh, it was a nasty bit. You know, it was from me gallivanting through the countryside with my good friend Lord Biggles, Artemis Biggles, and I misjudged the hill and fell forward.
Please, I'm begging you.
It's not like I'm giving testimony here.
Give testimony quietly, you know?
Why, so I can leave you alone with your
Sorry,
slack...
Weller.
I leave you alone with your
lower our voice.
slack-jawed yokel thoughts of yours?
Whispering, please.
Phil, I'm about to beat your ass. You call me a slack jaw.
The only thing buzzing in that empty head of yours is the road dust.
You two, please.
Anyways, where were we?
Riding through the countryside.
Oh, yes, and then I fell forward and hit my head, and I got the brain damage.
Understood. Okay. Now, Lord Flemington, I'm going to ask you frankly. Were you paid to give testimony that this was a voluntary service?
Listen.
Because if you don't tell us the truth right now,
Uh-huh.
you're going to get in a lot of trouble down the road. And I won't be able to help you then, but I can help you now.
I can do that in more. There's more to it. But I want something in return.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you, honestly, and then I can tell you of something else that transpired today.
Welcome aboard, sailor.
But you have to do this one thing for me.
Okay? And what is that?
Not deem it torture for me to want to have hot baked beans poured on me by two beautiful
What
women.
about lukewarm? What about lukewarm?
Hot.
Not scalding.
Deal. Fine. No. It was barbaric. It was terrible. We entered the saloon house and greeted by two beautiful women who asked if we wanted a dance, and I told them I didn't have any money. They said I could pay later. They took us over to the table. They played a jaunty tune for us. We were having a great time until payment came round. The gentleman playing the piano, I believe. What's his name?
Pete?
What did he look like?
The guy with a hat and a mustache. I don't really know his name.
Mr. Eastwick.
Wallaby.
Wallaby, yeah, that was him. Yes, it was Wallaby. He said that we had owed $100 a head, but $300, which I insisted that I would pay. I didn't have the money, really, I was going to run. But then he grabbed me from behind and started beating me, started really pounding me. And then he dragged me over to the bank, and he commanded me to give him the money. I didn't have the money, I gave him my book. I said it was worth $300. He hit me in the face with his gun. He wasn't happy. So then he took me back up to the bathhouse. They were torturing the lords by giving them a bath until they were pruny. Then they rounded us up and took us to that dreadful place, and then they tortured us because we didn't have the money. They wanted to exact revenge on us for some reason. They beat me in a back room. He beat me viciously and then dragged me back into the main room, brought the lords in, and when they couldn't find any money on us, they told us to strip down, and that was the most enjoyable part, to be honest, and they spit on us, and it was lovely. But then, after all of that, today, there's something more that you don't even know about, do you?
I'm sure you'll enlighten me.
Yeah, please enlighten us.
Well, I decided that it was high time I head back to the Road Saloon. I figured they were serving time in the Slammer. I wouldn't see them there. I was wrong. I entered the saloon, and the first thing I saw was the same two beautiful women who offered me that service. And I ran, but they caught up, and they tackled me to the ground. And then he got this man who was about the average IQ of your, average road citizen, and he took me on a horse to some meatpacking factory near Saint-Denis, and he said, "Oh, well, you're going to fix something for me here because they got the story all wrong. We didn't do anything that was illegal. It was you who requested all of this. They tied me to a chair and they threatened me. They said, you're going along with this. They even handed me an invoice. They handed me an invoice so that I could give it to you."
Do you have that invoice?
Do you have it with you?
Yes, I do.
Can you pass it over to one of us?
Thank you very much.
Give it to Sheriff Thorne.
And so I said I would comply. And that's why I went over and I tried to make a confession, saying that it was me who ordered all of those things. Well, he wasn't happy. He said that I had confessed that this was all a ruse. So then he took me again into the shady, disgusting barn house covered with bloody floors. And then he made me sit in a corner and he pulled his knife out and he said, "This time we're going to do it right. Otherwise, you're going to hate what happens next," or something to that effect. And then, we got to here where I, had to sit down with the sheriff, and then I admitted all of those things, and that's when we struck the deal, well, before that I was to receive services of a baked bean bath, which then, after all had been said and done with you, Sheriff, I was escorted into the room by the beautiful maiden and her friend and a gentleman with a large vat of baked beans, and he had it stoked near the fire. I was in the tub. The lady was cracking my toes in a way I've never had cracked before, and I was waiting for my friends Chauncey and Biggles, but then in came crashing Wallaby, who said, "Get out, and I'll muse for you here. Get on out," he said. And then he pushed me out of the saloon before my service, before my friends got there, and that is why I am here confessing it now, because that bastard cheated me.
Okay.
Disgusting.
So, to clarify, you do not want the baked bean bath.
No, what are you talking about? The baked bean
Well, you were
bath
saying
was
that the
my
other stuff was
service.
non-consensual.
The baked bean bath is a fully consensual act.
Okay,
I was
but
excited
the other
for
stuff
that.
is not.
Oh, good heavens, no. The stripping and the spitting was nice, though.
Okay. Well, I'm very glad at least there was a bright side and a silver lining to that
Yes,
story.
did you think the entire time that it was like torture for me getting covered in baked beans?
I mean,
Not scalding.
Scalding hot baked beans.
Is that
yeah,
why
but
the...
would that be
How,
painful?
oh, my dear goodness.
We're
It
going to have
all
to get
makes sense now.
someone to inspect the temperature.
Oh, hello.
Howdy.
Excuse me, please, ladies.
What the
We're having
hell
a
are you
private
doing?
conversation. Hey, get out of here,
Yeah,
Allie.
don't worry about
Why
it.
are you talking to them?
Because he's been ordered to.
Why?
Because if he doesn't, he gets arrested.
We gave him
So
a
get
service.
on outta here.
We gave him a service and nothing bad happened.
We have your
Service.
testimony, Adelaide. We
You
are
call
all
You
that
want some damn beans,
service?
you little pervert? Take the damn
I already
beans.
told you I'm not a little pervert. I'm a big one. Say it right. You didn't give me service. You didn't give me anything. If you call
You
that
refused to have
service,
service because your friends weren't around, so we kicked you out because you were wasting our time.
I asked if I was wasting your time. You said no. You have all the
right.
time in the world. And then your
And you-
wallaby friend kicked me out. I
Because you
wanted
wouldn't let
my
us serve
bath.
you.
Remove yourself.
You wouldn't let us serve you.
That is a lawful order.
Adelaide.
Oh, shut
Adelaide.
up. You
Adelaide,
wouldn't
please
let us
listen to
serve
Tell me to
you.
shut up.
Adelaide.
I'm taking these baked
let's
beans
get
out
outta
of
here, okay?
spite, and I'm going
Come
to
on.
pour them on myself without you.
Come on, Adelaide.
Good.
Come on.
I'm taking all these baked beans, actually, and I'm going to...
You can take him.
Yes, oh, thank you.
Yes, please take him.
Right, and so indeed, that was a service. If that was a service, then I suppose that rotten fish is caviar.
Well, you get what you pay for, Mr. Flemington. That's all I can say.
Yeah, well, I hope they pay for their actions.
Well, I'm sure they will now. That entire establishment, in my opinion, sir, is full of ne'er-do-wells and crooks.
Yes, Degenerates. Degenerates, the likes of them. Disgusting
I'd
human
wager,
beings.
You know, if you were right, you would to talk to the, the royalty in England. They would probably have something to say about it as well.
Yes, well, you see, the estates in Bell End really don't care much for any, goings-ons of. Well, let me put it to you straight. This isn't the first time I've had to talk to law enforcement about, a baked bean bathing-related incident. They don't really care all that much anymore. Our pleasure is our own.
Of course. Sheriff
All
Thorne.
right. Okay. I do not believe I have any further questions for you, Lord Flemington, but what we'll do is we will go over to the saloon, and I will let Wallaby know that it is A-okay to give you your baked bean bath, but it has to be not scalding. If I see bean burn marks on your body, we're going to have a problem.
Good. All right, excellent.
Okay. You want to come on over there with me?
Yes, I'm getting my service.
We want a deputy there to oversee it to make sure the temperature is appropriate.
If you deem it necessary. And I want my friends to be there to witness it.
Okay.
Your friends here now? Do you know where they are? When was the last time you saw them?
I don't know. No, I don't know. Can I check the telegram office and see if they might have sent me a message?
Certainly. We'll walk over there.
Howdy.
Disgusting, the lot of them, really. Truly despicable, disgusting human beings through and through.
And is that only because of the denial of the bath, or
Yes!
Not because
not
of what
for the
they did to you, that.
What? What do you mean?
Never mind.
Listen, when you say you're going to give a man a hot-baked bean bath and then deny them that service, that is the ultimate cock tease. Like, how dare they? Just like the same of, holding a delicious cookie in front of an infant, only to quickly throw it away and then plunge a spoonful of mushy squash in their mouth instead. Denial. Betrayal. Disgust.
And then the fact that they try to extort you again today, intimidate you into telling a false story.
Yeah, I was surprised you weren't going to arrest them for that.
we will handle everything on our end. Don't you worry.
Sheriff Thorne's operation now. Well, we've got plenty to discuss, Lord Flemington.
Yes, plenty. I'm glad to see that the law of Saint Denis signs with me, a just man. Oh, it's you.
What the hell are you doing here, huh?
Well, he's checking his telegrams, Miss Adelaide. I'm not sure if you could tell.
Also, as a heads up, I'm going to be checking in with Wallaby. Baked bean baths are okay as long as they are not scalding, okay?
Of course.
Oh my God, look at all of
We
them.
were warming them up and then
skiing without me.
the service ended abruptly.
Well, just as a heads up, if we see
Oh no,
any burn
I don't
marks from
have his
beans on people,
number.
we'll have an issue. But if it maintains a lower temperature and is not too bad, it's nice and warm.
You know what, sir?
He's mad at
Feel
me.
free to come back. I'll be at the saloon and I can give you a private bean bath.
Oh, yes, thank you. God damn it, I don't have his fucking number, and he keeps telegramming me. It is right, I do have one of their numbers. Only one of them.
Whose number? Maybe I have it in my little. But
Lord Biggles? Do you have Lord Biggles' number?
Lord Biggles, let me see.
He's messaged me quite a bit, but he doesn't have. I don't have his.
Oh, he messages me privately as well. Let me see if I saved his little telegram number in my little book. Oh, you know what? I got it right here. You ready for it?
Oh, yes. Hold on a second. All right, go ahead.
NS
Uh-huh.
591. You got that?
Yes. Thank you.
Of course. Send him my love, all right? I'm Adelaide Roach, the Golden Goose. Good day, deputies. Hi, Chubbs. You're looking really plump today.
Appreciate that, Miss Adley.
Hi, Weller.
Does that telegram sound familiar to you?
I'll admit that I tuned it out. What was that?
NS591.
Yes, it does.
Oh, who is that?
Doesn't sound like Mr.
It's
That is not someone you want to be telegramming.
Who is it? I telegrammed MS5.
Oh, it's Wallaby.
I telegrammed.
951 is Wallaby.
I telegrammed MS591.
Well,
Okay. Well, you're safe then.
Oh, who's that?
Hi, I'm winning.
Well, the person you were trying to telegram, the numbers that she gave you, was none other than the man that did that to your back, Mr. Flemington.
Oh, how
She's trying to
scandalous.
catch you out.
How dare she? I should have known better. Why would she have tried to help me in my plight of having my friend watch me get covered in hot-baked beans?
You can never trust them, any of them.
Despicable, despicable.
Okay.
It's disappointing, you know.
I'm gonna
you come
go
to this
let
crossing.
Wallaby know that baked beans are okay.
Excellent.
That time I helped you with that fella who had tuberculosis.
Oh,
yeah.
Wallaby, are you still around? Oh. Hey, so just wanted to let you know, the baked bean baths are okay as long as they're not scalding, okay? I don't want to see anybody with any baked bean burns.
With all due respect, I'm gonna have to pass.
What?
I don't want to risk this fella here changing his bullshit, running to you and saying all kinds of nonsense that ain't fucking true. So no, we're not doing no more of your fucking fetish bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. And second of all, I would ask that if you're gonna investigate this whole situation, Tabitha, that you exclude that biased motherfucker down there in black. Thank you very much.
I will take all of it into account, Wallaby, but that being said, it's just a general statement. Whether or not you want to serve Mr. Flemington is A-okay. That's your call. But just in future reference, I don't want to see anybody getting hurt. That's my only
Not
request,
a problem.
okay?
We're not serving his type around here no more.
You
Alrighty.
bastard. I thought you were a man.
You're a bastard. Next thing you know what I do? I put some baked beans on you. Next thing you know, you go lie and say that I fucking beat you up out of, not your free will. Go fuck yourself, you lying scumbag. Get the fuck out of here.
I am a man of honor. I will not stand for this. You promised me service. You should be ashamed of yourself.
No, and then, you know what? Then Tabitha helped me see the light. That's just another fucking torture charge on the horizon. No, thank you.
Fine. Have it your way.
Maybe go to the Bastille or something. Maybe they'll help you.
I won't forget this.
Neither will I. Ta-ta now.
Alrighty, Wallaby. You have a good one, okay?
Thank you for your time, Sheriff.
Mr. Weller's
Goodbye,
in pursuit
Wallaby.
of some lady.
And Malone.
Goodbye, Mr. Eastwick.
Bit of a small situation.
I
Mr.
may
Weller
be
was
a
talking-
pervert, but I am an honorable one.
Excuse me. Mr. Weller was talking to a man at the a lady at the telegram, and she was going to turn herself in for something, but she fled, and Mr. Weller ran away, and then two more pursued Mr. Weller, but they were not of the law.
Okay. Do you know which direction they went?
Well, I'll leave you all to it.
Put some clothes on. Don't you have any common decency? Jesus Christ.
You know, decency isn't familiar with roads. It's long since been gone. Not since man can't get a proper hot baked bean bath in an establishment.
Oh, Lord. This is why I don't come into town.
Oh, madam, are you all right? Madam?
See what you've done.
You know, you can't blame me for your poor horsemanship.
I was distracted by your... What is that, a dickie?
Yes, it is, Dickie.
It's a very small little dickie.
All right, look. I know you feel bad for me because I didn't receive my service. You don't need to start making it up for me.
What?
Ah, never mind.
I don't even know. Is that a service?
Certainly felt like one of some sort.
Are you going to eat the beans?
No, I was going to have them smothered on me. Piping hot in a bathtub.
So you're a masochist?
No, I just like the way it feels on the skin.
To have it burned off.
Not that hot, you know, just hot enough.
Hot enough. Is this a sexual thing?
No, it's more of just like a weird thing. You know, like how fish eat the dead skin off your feet?
No, I don't know anything about that. Well, this is enough weird for me. I'm going home.
Carry on. You have a good day, madam.
You too.
Night. I'm getting the hell out of here. That's enough adventure for me today. Wonder if I can find my good friend Biggles. All because I walked into the Saloon of Roads. Thank you for the bits. Appreciate it. Oh, Flemington. The perviest pervert of them all. Oh, man. I wasn't expecting that at all. I was going to log off after Tony Spumoni, but it's a good thing that I stayed on.